everyone, this is Myasia. Welcome to Reviews by Myasia. I just wanted to do a quick advice video because I've been getting a lot of questions lately about what happens when your virgin hair loses luster. So the first thing that I want to say is oftentimes people want to blame the hair company for sending them bad hair, and sometimes that really is the case. So what you want to do in order to avoid that is to look at the signs, the factors that maybe this wasn't a good hair company before you get way into the hair purchase. Sometimes it's best to even do those tests that we've talked about in other videos before you install the hair, because if at that point you see the hair is not the quality that you're looking for, you have a much better chance at getting your money back rather than trying to request a refund after the hair has already been installed, because to the company that looks suspicious, especially if you've got some kind of illegitimate company, that gives them a reason to not want to send your money back. So, or they'll just say, we'll just send you some more bundles. But if the bundles were bad in the first place, what would make them think that you want the same hair back again? You just want your money back, right? So in that situation, right, we've got bad hair. But then in other situations, sometimes people are doing things to their hair that will make their hair lose that luster that they're looking for. So number one, when you first get your virgin hair, right, you don't want to start straightening it or anything like that. You should try to keep your virgin hair as virgin and unprocessed as possible. What that means is, and we've talked about this in other videos before too, if you buy hair straight, wavy, or curly, those are kind of what you'll be looking for now, unless you just want to completely change the texture and shape of your hair. Specifically curly hair, straightening it too much will definitely make it lose its curl pattern. But if you're going to go with any kind of hair, remember that heat is a real type of damage, right? So if you're doing wanding, flat ironing, even sitting under the dryer for too long, any of that excessive heating of your hair is going to start to dry out and lose that luster. In addition, if you wash your hair and then you blow dry it instead of letting it sit under the hood dryer, that's another way that it will lose its luster, because a blow dryer can basically blast heat so high onto targeted areas of your head, which basically is targeting those areas and taking the moisture out of it. I mean, that's what a dryer does, it removes moisture, right? But you're not taking the process of putting the moisture back in. So blow drying is, unless you are just in a huge rush, blow drying is probably not the best idea you want to do for your hair as far as getting it dry. Additionally, another thing that people do that dry their hair out is using bad shampoos or conditioners that have sulfate and detergent and alcohol. You need to look at the ingredients that you're purchasing, because even if you use it on your regular hair, virgin hair is a totally different animal, right? So you can only use specific sorts. So look for sulfate-free, silicone-free, detergent-free, and if you can possibly find alcohol-free, those are the kinds of natural conditioners and shampoos that you want to look for. Also, shampooing your hair too often. You only need to shampoo your hair once every 2 weeks, because the shampoo is really to take care of your hair underneath and to get rid of all the oils and whatnot that you've put into your virgin hair up until that point. Some people are shampooing every 7 or 10 days, and that's just much too often. If you're looking to revive your hair, co-wash. So this is my schedule. I get the hair installed, a week later I co-wash it. Then a week after that, I'll shampoo and condition it. The condition is to help to revitalize it. So I'm conditioning it basically, and I continue that pattern. So I condition it basically every week. It's getting shampooed every other week. That way, the shampoo, which is the most drying thing you can do to your hair, is not being used as often. Now, let's say you've not watched this video and you're in week 6 of your install and your hair is just not looking right, and you're trying to figure out, how do I get this back? How do I get the luster of my hair back? I know the hair wasn't bad. I did some things to it that caused it to lose its luster and shine. Well, at this point, the best thing I can recommend to you is a deep condition. So what that is putting some sort of revitalizing repair conditioner in. I like L'Oreal Evercream conditioners for damaged and dry hair, but you might have one that you like for yourself. But that one specifically is silicone and sulfate free, so I do like that one a lot. But yeah, so when you use a deep conditioner that is for repairing your hair, what you're going to do is you're going to apply it liberally all over from top to bottom, and then you're going to put it in a clear plastic cap, and then you're going to go sit under a hood dryer for about 30 to 40 minutes, and then you're going to rinse it out with cool water, and that should help to restore your hair. If you don't have a hood dryer, what you'll do is you will put it in you'll do all that stuff in the same cap and everything, but instead of going in the dryer, you'll sleep with it overnight, and then you'll rinse it out in the morning. It just takes a little bit longer for it to set without the heat to help it along. After that, at that point, your other option is to just put maybe like a dime-sized amount of argan oil in it every other day. I mean, if it's super long, you can put a little bit more in, but if you've got or if it's super curly, you can put a little bit more in. I put a dime size amount in for each half of my head if it's drying out a little bit. But otherwise, you really shouldn't have to do much more than that for your virgin hair. It should take care of itself. If not, you most likely don't have high quality hair, which is, I mean, it happens to all of us. It's happened to me before, and I'm sure in your journey with virgin hair, it's probably going to happen to you at some point or another. But the good thing is there are steps you can take to help it along. Sometimes there is just a lost case. At that point, I encourage you to go talk to the company and see what you can do. If you've paid through PayPal and the company is refusing to help you out, you can always file a claim through PayPal and try and get your money back. But there's a lot of ways to skirt around these situations where there's not good hair. So if you have any questions about dealing with companies that have sent you bad hair, dealing with your hair now that you've realized you've damaged it, or just preventive measures that you want to take to keep from damaging it, please email me at reviewsbymyasia@gmail.com. I'll be happy to help you out and try to give you any advice or personal experience I can, and hopefully we can get this hair situation taken care of.